You are now listening to the Inner Circle Podcast Network.
Never die. 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 Never die.
Fuck you.
All right, it is 8:02. It is Wednesday, and before we get into today's podcast, I want to thank Jon Andersen's Thrive Body Transformation Program. Look, if you're trying to lose weight, get in shape, get your body right, put yourself in a position where you can actually control how you look, how you feel, the way you are, the shape of your body, it is easily done. Learn how to eat right, learn what to eat, learn how to eat, learn the things that you should put into your body that's going to help you create the physique that you want. And you can easily do this with Jon Andersen's Thrive Body Transformation Program. Look, you don't need to be an athlete. You don't need to be this spectacular fucking person who can fucking do all this crazy athletic shit. No. You learn the basics. By learning the basics, you learn how to manage your weight, control your weight, and something that's manageable to your lifestyle. Everybody has a different life. Everyone has a different way of living. And you know what? Find a way to tune into that and learn to eat what's correct for you with Jon Andersen's Thrive Body Transformation Program. Look, he will help you every step of the way. And you know what? It's as easy as making a phone call. It's as easy as sending a message. It's as easy as clicking a link. And you know what? If you mention the Angry Dad, he'll take care of you. Just Angry Dad at Thrive Body Transformation Program, Deep Water Motivation with Jon Andersen. Make sure you check it the fuck out. Sundays, take care of your lawn. Look, if you want your lawn to look green, luscious, thick, and all that shit, guess the fuck what? Sundays can easily help you. You enter in your address on the website, and you know what? They use the internet, they use satellites, they see what kind of lawn you have, the weather, the area, the sun, all that shit. And you know what? They calculate it down into a custom pack that is sent to you. You hook it to your hose, you spray your fucking lawn, and it's as easy as that. So get the thickest, greenest lawn on the block with Sundays at sundays.com. Use code AngryDad at checkout and get hooked the fuck up. Official is a hip-hop inspired street brand. Look, you take old school, make it new school, all that good shit at fucking official.com, and you can get 25% off your first order with code AngryDad at checkout. That is 25% off your first order at official.com. Just use code AngryDad at checkout. All right, let's get right into today's show. You know, there's a lot of things in life that happen. You know, a lot of us sit there and think of the mistakes that's happened in our lives, the things that's gone on in our lives, the things that we just have no control over. And that's the thing, is when we have no control over it, you can't control the outcome. You can't control what's going on. But you know what you can control is the thought process you go through, because you know what? Shit happens. Mistakes happen. People make mistakes. I've made mistakes. I've made horrible, life-changing mistakes that's fucked up my entire life. But you know what? I had to learn to let go of it. I had to learn to not think about it. I had to learn to let it be. It is what it is, and it's done because it's over. And because it's over and because it's the past, you know, these are things that we have to think about. These are things that we have to fucking live with. These are things that live in the back of our head that are hard to let fucking go. Because what if I didn't do this? What if I didn't do that? What if I didn't make the mistakes that I made because I was on top and fucking, and I seen it coming? Because guess the fuck what? When you're young and dumb, you don't know shit. And this is coming from somebody who's lived that life, who's been in that life. Is just like everybody fucking else. You know what? You got to learn from your fucking mistakes. And I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned fucking leaps and bounds from the bullshit that I've put myself in, the situations that I put myself in, the fucking things and shit that I let in my fucking life. I had to learn to not want it, not need it, not give a fuck about it. I have had to learn to fucking be uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. It fucking sucks. It hurts. You don't want to hurt people's feelings. You don't want to hurt people's emotions. You don't want to fucking be that person dragging it down. But you know what happens? When you grow up and you get older, you learn no one else's feelings matter but yours first. Because guess the fuck what? You have to live with you. You don't have to live with nobody fucking else. All right. At the end of the day, it's you, how you feel. It's your mental well-being that's the most important. People stress on other people, but you know what? That's a young thing. That's something you have to learn to fucking live with. That's something you learn to be like, you know what? No, I understand what they're saying. I understand what they're doing. But at the end of the fucking day, no, it's my choice. It's my matter. I care how I feel. I care what I think. I care what's going on in my life. And so I got to not allow the bullshit of other fucking people to influence what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do it or the way I'm going to fucking feel. Because you know what? I've had those friendships. I've had those family members. I've had those people that made me feel a certain way, made me feel like shit, made me feel like I don't deserve a good life, made me feel like fucking I'm fucking up, made me feel like I'm not doing enough. And you know what? Guess what? I don't need to do enough for nobody fucking else ever. You don't have to do bullshit for anybody fucking else but yourself. Because guess the fuck what? It's you. You have control. You have to learn to say no. You have to learn to be like, no, I'm not okay with this situation. No, I don't want to deal with this. You know what? I'm not going to waste my time, my day, or my effort on you because you need a favor, because you need some help, because you want to make me feel guilty, because you need to make me feel obligated to do something for you. I've had those situations. I've been in those situations. I've had moments and times where fucking I get dragged into a situation of a fight, of an argument, of a couple, of fucking like, you know, drama that goes on in everybody's fucking life because everyone wants my help. Everyone wants my opinion. Everybody wants this bullshit. Well, guess the fuck what? What is it when I need help? Nobody's the fuck around. Why is it when I need assistance? Nobody's the fuck around. Because guess the fuck what? No one gives a fuck how you feel. They only care what they can get out of you. And that's what I'm trying to fucking tell you. That's what I'm trying to speak to you. That's what I'm trying to get the fuck across. Because guess the fuck what? You have to care about that. Because as soon as you care about that, you are taking the path to the right fucking way to live your life. Because you know what? People are going to tell you you're an asshole. You're fucking stingy. You're fucking, you know, stuck up. You're fucking, you know, you're all these fucking different toxic traits because you care about you. You care about yourself. You care about your well-being. And because of you care about this well-being, people that fucking want to manipulate you in your life are going to tell you these things. And guess the fuck what? You got to learn to be like, nah, fuck this shit. I don't deal with drama. I don't do drama. I don't do bullshit. And I don't have to deal with you. I don't give a fuck if we're family. I don't give a fuck if we're friends. I don't give a fuck if we're acquaintances. I don't give a fuck about the situation because guess the fuck what? If it doesn't have anything to do with me, doesn't have anything that involves me, then I don't want it. I don't fucking want it. I don't got time for drama. I ain't got time for bullshit. I ain't got time or the mental capacity to deal with people's fucking problems because guess the fuck what? Everybody is going to look at you for solutions and answers, but guess the fuck what? Nobody wants the answer. Nobody wants the solution. Everybody just wants you to do the fucking work. And that's the most realest fucking talk I'm going to tell you. People just expect shit from you. And you know what? You don't have to fucking do anything for anybody because you don't have to, you don't need to, and it's not your fucking job. Because like I always say, put yourself first. And by putting yourself first, you're going to feel better. You're going to be better. You're going to do better. It took me a long time to get out of the drama of everyone else's life and be like, you know what? I'm fucking washing my hands of this situation. I'm not dealing with this. This is not worth my time. And you know what? Eventually, these people will stop calling you. Eventually, these people don't want to talk to you. Eventually, you're never going to have to deal with them again because they understand that they aren't with you anymore and that you won't deal with their shit. They're going to call you every name in the book. They're going to talk shit behind your back. They're going to paint a picture of you that doesn't look good. Well, guess the fuck what? They can do whatever they fucking want because at the end of the day, it's not your fucking problem. At the end of the day, if other people want to believe what other people are saying about you, then that person doesn't need to be in your life because those who really care, those who really understand, those who are in your life will know that's not you. And that's the most realest shit that I've ever gone through. I've had people fucking not talk to me, not speak to me because you know what? Someone said something about me. Oh, but he did this. He did that. He's an asshole. He's fucking all these bad things. All of a sudden, I'm this person and you fucking believe it even though we've known each other for years? Well, guess the fuck what? Have a great fucking life. Never fucking speak to me because you're the kind of person that I don't need in my life. I'm saying these things because this is the fucking truth. I'm trying to teach people how to weed out the bullshit in their life, weed out the thought process, weed out the fucking, the shit that they don't need to deal with. Because guess the fuck what? I had to learn it. I had to go through it. I had to go through all the drama of divorces, breakups, friendships, ends of friendships, jobs, drama, bullshit, cops, the law, the fucking, the stress of doing so many things in my life, but at the same time, always trying to please everybody. And because of that, I had to deal with an awful lot. And because I had to deal with an awful lot, it made me make a lot of mistakes. It made me make situations happen that I never needed to be in. Long nights, long waits, conversations, talks, wasting of time, everything that I can't get back, I had to deal with, I have to live with, I have to reimagine every so often because all of a sudden something triggered a fucking memory of some bullshit that I dealt with. And you know what? Because of that, I had to fucking learn all these hard lessons. And because I learned all these hard lessons, I understand what it means to teach this shit, to show this shit, to make sure people understand it, to make sure they fucking get it, to make sure that they understand. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about other people's bullshit. And you know what? We make mistakes. You learn from the mistakes. And when you grow from the mistakes, you become the person you need to be. You might seem cold. You might seem distant. You might seem like this fucking person that's unapproachable, but at the same fucking time, it's about peace of fucking mind. It's about peace of fucking mind, because once you can fucking eradicate the bullshit and drama in your life, all of a sudden things start going your way. Because guess what? Nothing is blocking you. Nothing is stopping you. Nothing is making you doubt yourself, because the shit that you were dealing with is no longer in your life. And it takes you to make other people feel uncomfortable because you don't want to hear their problems. You don't want to hear their bullshit. You are not obligated in any capacity to deal with other people's shit. If someone needs to vent and talk, guess the fuck what? That's what we can do. But when you start asking me for help, like, I need you to do this for me, I need you to do that for me, like, no, a real friend won't ask you for that kind of help. A real friend will be like, look, I just need you to hear me out and have a conversation with me about it. And guess the fuck what? That is perfectly fucking okay. But once someone asks you to get involved, guess the fuck what? Cut them fucking loose. Don't deal with that bullshit, because that's the kind of shit you don't need in your life. And I cannot stress this enough. Look, if you have to go out of your way to do something for somebody that you really don't want to do, I am telling you, it is perfectly fine to say no, because guess the fuck what? No one should ever ask you to do something out of your character, out of your position in life. No one should ask you to do something that they're not willing to fucking do. And that's real fucking talk right there. That is the realest fucking talk I'm going to tell you. You are not fucking obligated to help anybody in any facets of the way that you don't want to, because as soon as you feel uncomfortable, guess the fuck what? Take yourself out of that situation and you're going to be comfortable. You're going to feel uncomfortable because you said no. But that's the thing. It's about setting boundaries. It's about setting a fucking spike in the fucking road and understanding, look, this is about as far as I'm willing to go for you. Because we all have that thing where, I'm willing to help you, but I'm only willing to go so far. And when you let people know that, then if they don't respect that, then they can go fuck themselves. If they can't respect how you fucking feel about a situation, then they can go fuck themselves. Because guess the fuck what? You don't need to do shit. All right. My mistake was always doing too much. My mistake was fucking helping too much. My mistake was always putting myself out there and never getting anything in return. And when I mean anything in return, when I needed help, when I had an issue, when I had a problem, people were never the fuck around. I had people I could depend on, but those who were fucking really trying to say that they were down for me, that they were there for me, that they had my fucking back. And when I needed some help, when I needed to reach out, all I got was fucking crickets. I never got a fucking answer. I never got a fucking message. I never got a check-in 2 weeks later after the situation. No. And because of that, I am no longer willing to do something that I'm not wanting to do. Because as soon as I'm like, no, I'm good. No, I'm fucking fine. And you know what? Like I said, you're going to hear bitching and moaning like, come on, bro, come on. We're family. And like, no. Because if it was family, you wouldn't be putting me in this situation. If I wanted to help you, I would offer to help you. And guess the fuck what? Never offer fucking help that you're not wanting to fucking do. Because as soon as you fucking open your fucking mouth, you're obligated. And you're not obligated to help anybody. You're never obligated to help anybody. Because guess the fuck what? People just need to vent. And you can keep your mouth shut, hear what they have to say, offer your fucking advice, and then move the fuck on. But at the end of the day, you don't have to help anybody. Because guess the fuck what? I don't want to leave my house. I don't want to deal with this stress. I don't want to deal with this drama. I have work. I have to take off work to help you. I have to fucking drive somewhere to help you. I have to fucking do something that requires more effort than I'm willing to put in. And as soon as it gets to that point, guess the fuck what? Bail, dump. I can't do this. I'm sorry. You're going to have to ask somebody fucking else, because that's what it fucking is. Because you know what? We have family and friends that I'm more than willing to help, more than willing to say yes, more than willing to do what I need to do to help them. But at the end of the day, there are people that I don't want to help. There are people who I don't want to talk to. There are people who will fucking ask the fucking world, but never give anything in fucking return. And when you know who those people are, guess the fuck what? No. My answer will always be no. My answer will always be like, nah, I ain't got fucking time. I'm not going to deal with this. I've gotten to the point in my life where I'm blunt and straight to the fucking point. And if they don't like it, they don't fucking like it, because that's the fucking truth. And you know what? If I'm the bad guy, I'm the fucking bad guy. But you know what? I'm the bad guy that has no drama in his life. I'm the bad guy that has no issues in his life. I'm the bad guy that doesn't deal with bullshit. I'm the bad guy living a better life without any fucking problems or fucking issues, because guess the fuck what? I refuse to take people's negativity, their drama, and their fucking wanting to fucking take something from me. And what they're taking from me is my time and my fucking effort and my fucking emotional well-being and my mental state. I am not ever willing to give that the fuck up, ever, for nobody. All right. And that's what you need to do. That's what you need to fucking be. That's how you need to fucking be. It's okay to be the bad guy, because guess the fuck what? There ain't nothing wrong with a bad guy who doesn't do shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking spouting out the mouth. But at the same time, this is the mental bullshit that I've had to deal with my entire life. And because I've gone through this, because I've had these situations, because I've dealt with people that are emotionally draining and financially draining and fucking are willing to fucking go out of their way to ask you for all the help in the world, but never fucking do anything in return. And when I mean anything in return, I'm talking about, hey, I'm picking up the house. Hey, can you give me a ride? Hey, can you fucking, like just any kind of other, just little, can you pick me up from the airport? That's what I'm fucking saying. There are people that are like that won't do shit for you, but ask you for everything. And you know what? They can go fuck themselves. I've constantly said it. I will constantly say it. And you know what? I don't give a fuck if I'm the fucking bad guy. I will be the fucking bad guy, but I'm the bad guy, kick back, relax at his house, watching TV, playing games, working out in my hot tub, fucking playing with my dogs with no fucking stress. And it's as easy as that, because I cannot stress that enough. Be about yourself. Be about your mental health. And you know what? Cut out the fucking drama. If you take anything from this podcast today, understand, don't deal with people's bullshit. Put yourself fucking first, because if it doesn't make you happy, don't fucking do it. And it's as easy as that. So guess the fuck what? This is the Angry Motherfucking Dad. You want to watch this shit? IGTV, YouTube. You want us to do a Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, SoundCloud, Deezer, iHeartRadio. This motherfucker's everywhere. You can easily fucking find it. Rate, review, like, subscribe, all that fucking bullshit. I'm also part of the Inner Circle Podcast Network, group of powerful podcasters out there sharing their shit. That is innercirclepn.com. Take it every one of our podcasts, every one of our platforms, every one of our fucking shows. We have shows as The Creatures of the Night, The Hood Diner, The Untrained Eye, The Plunge, Failing Hollywood, Simmons and More podcast. Shit happens when you party naked on Patreon, because it is too hot for the fucking internet. So make sure you go check it the fuck out at Inner Circle PN. This is the Inner Circle Podcast Network. And I'll see y'all motherfuckers on the next one. Fuck.
Never die. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living. Always living.